Hi guys! It's been a long time since my last vlog. I apologize, MetroCon stuff kind of got in the way. Even like the Friday night of Metro, I was still painting shirts and shoes and stuff like that, so yeah, sorry. I tried to upload a video, it wasn't working for some reason. Either my internet was acting dumb or something, I really don't know. But in any case, point is I'm back, yay! So I want to talk about MetroCon because it was so awesome. A lot of really cool stuff actually happened, and I was like really happy with my time this year at Metro. I got to do a lot of panels. I didn't fall asleep during the chess match this time, so that was a plus. The fire show was freaking amazing. I got to do a lot of interesting panels, and I got to see a lot of interesting people. I got to finally debut a new costume after like 2 years. That was really cool. I got to do Lee Kanker from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I had a group, but unfortunately a lot of us, for whatever reason, couldn't like stay together for more than a couple of minutes. Whoops. But it was really cool to do Lee. A lot of people were like, oh my god, I love that show, and that was really cool. We like hit a lot of nostalgia nerves, so yeah, that was really interesting, and I definitely want to do something similar in the future, so I'm working with a couple of my friends now to maybe pull together a really nice group. I don't want to say exactly what it is just yet because I'm not exactly sure if it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, so I'll kind of just keep it hush hush for now, just for a little while longer. One of the other cool things that I got to do when I was at Metro was I actually got to explore the tabletop room a lot more. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but me and my friends are actually really into board games. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I really like board games just as much as I like video games and other kind of games and whatnot. So one of the games that they had in the tabletop room at Metro was King of Tokyo, and they actually had a couple of representatives from the company that makes the game, and that was really neat. They gave out like promo cards for the games, and they had a tournament going, and I'm gonna admit to some deviousness here because on Sunday we tried to enter Saturday, and unfortunately a lot of our friends couldn't enter the tournament on Saturday. But as a prize, they were giving out a special promo character, and it was a penguin. One of my friends loves penguins, so we had to win it for him, okay? It was a desperate time, guys. Basically on Sunday, all of us entered, and there was like a couple of people that weren't a part of our group that had entered. We kind of squeezed them out, so in the final round it was all of our it was me and all of our friends, and basically we were like, okay, so we're guaranteed to win the penguin now, sweet. So yeah, sorry to whoever entered. If you were a part of that, I apologize. You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm really sorry. So yeah, the only thing that was really disappointing about that is that unfortunately the Space Penguin doesn't come with evolutions, and if you know about the game, you know how cool evolutions are, and that they really kind of add a nice spin to it. Last time we played with the penguin, or at least my friend who loves penguins played with the penguin, we turned around and gave him like, I forget, one of the aliens. We gave him one of the alien evolutions. So that was, you know, that was kind of cool, but yeah, Yellow, come out with like evolutions for your promo characters. Because I found out that there was actually another one called Bracken Bear. I fucking want it. It's so cool looking. So board games, yeah, I like board games a lot. Speaking of which, if you guys are headed to MetroCon this year, I will be helping out in the tabletop room, and that'll be really fun. We'll have King of Tokyo there. You can totally play with me. Woo! I'm so excited. I'm really excited. I love board games. Last but not least about Metro, what was really interesting and fun this year was that I actually got to meet some of my fans from my fan page. Like, I don't know how to tell you how awesome that was for me. I love meeting new people, and especially meeting the people that, you know, bother to follow me on any medium is really cool. Like, I mean, you guys, 180 or something of you, I don't even really know, because I don't really I don't keep up with the numbers or anything, but like 180 of you, for some reason, think I'm cool. And that's pretty awesome. I mean, that really does, it's pretty amazing sometimes. I don't think I'm anything in particular. I really don't think that, you know, my costumes are amazing. I've never even done an armor piece yet, and that's apparently like the epitome of like, you're an awesome cosplayers because you've done armors. But I haven't done anything like super crazy yet, and you know, and now my cosplay habits, if you will, are really kind of in the wind. And yet, you know, 108 of you have stuck with, or 180, sorry, I'm playing Suikoden, so 108, it's all mixed up in there. 180 of you, you know, for some reason think I'm pretty cool, and that's definitely really, really awesome to me. So afterward, when the con was over, I was like, dang, I should have like given them something, like to say thanks, you know, for following me and for being a part of my, you know, craziness or whatever. So I think maybe next year I would like to give out candy or little toys or something. Like, I don't know, I want to do something. So like, what do you prefer, toys or candy? Leave a comment or something. Yeah. But anyway, moving on to some other stuff. That was super cool, and I definitely appreciate it. If you see me at a con again, like especially Mizu, I'm gonna be sitting in the tabletop room for most of the con, so it's a perfect time to get to chill and hang out with me and play board games. I will probably suck, but it's okay because I have fun playing them anyway. But speaking of other stuff, there is Guardians of the Galaxy coming out this Friday. Wow, my brain farted. Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out, and it's another comic book movie. I love comic book movies. I know a lot of people are kind of like, yeah, but it's not like the comic, and I don't really care about that because, to be honest, I only really ever got into comics about a little over a year ago. I haven't been into comics for that long. Guardians is actually one of the comics that I did kind of read when it started the new arc. So it's pretty cool for me because I'm all like, oh my god, I was just reading this. And so I'm pretty excited about going to see this movie in particular. But yeah, normally I don't really care so much about adaptations or anything like that. But I'm pretty excited for this movie. I love going to movies. I really do. I wish I had more money so I could go to movies all the time because movies are awesome. I have a ridiculous movie collection, mostly of old movies because I can go to like pawn shops and find them for like $2. But yeah, I have a lot of movies. I love going to the movies, and one of my favorite things about comic book movies is that you can pretty much cater, like comic books pretty much cater to just about anybody. So I love going with all of my friends because pretty much all of us can agree that a comic book movie is going to be awesome. The last comic book movie I saw was Amazing Spider-Man 2. And we had like 15 people go with us. It was awesome. We had like almost a whole row, like a row and a half, and then like a little bit on the second row because we came like kind of late, even though we waited in line, and it was amazing. But yeah, I mean that was super cool, like getting to chat with everybody afterward. I don't know, comic book movies are awesome. So I'm super excited to go and see that. Yeah, and I mean, you know, speaking of old stuff, I want to know what you guys, well, what your favorite old cartoon was. And it could be like a cartoon that you grew up with, maybe when you were a kid, like, you know, Sailor Moon or something like that. But what some of your old, like, favorite old cartoons are. Because a lot of the cartoons that used to be on Cartoon Network and whatnot are done. They're not on there anymore. So, like, for instance, Ed, Edd n Eddy. So this is something I've kind of been thinking of a lot. Like, what are some people's favorite old cartoons? So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And yeah, that's I think that's gonna be all for this video. Hopefully everything goes correctly and it's able to upload. But yeah, so that's it. Have a great day, guys. See you later.